Well, thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to focus on vendor register. Uh, so you make payments to a vendor. Sometime, you use debit card. Sometime you write a check, and sometime, you just enter a bill and then uh, pay it later. So, so in the vendor register, uh, what happens in the vendor register. So that will be the focus of this video. So I'm going to go to QuickBooks Online. So this is QuickBooks Online, already logged in. So I'm referring to, let's say you write a check to one vendor, right? Let's say it's A2 Supplier. Let's say it is 2001. That's the amount. Okay, save and close. And then let's say uh, I use the same vendor, and let's say I use ATM card. Let's say this one is 2002. Okay, and the third one is I enter as bill. Okay, the amount is 2003. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. So now we enter three uh, transactions to the same vendor. So it's basically 2001 as check. The other one is by, let's say, ATM type, debit card, and third one is bill. Okay, so now uh, if you go to vendor register, which one you will see and which one you won't see it. Okay, so this one is still due. You haven't paid it yet. All right, so I'm going to just make a payment. 2003. Okay, so now if I go to vendor register is right here. It's under chart of accounts. It's hidden in there. So this is the vendor. This is the register, vendor register. All right. So if you look at it here, you will see only 2003, but you don't see 2001 and 2002. So 2001 and 2002, those two, one by check, the other one by a debit card. So normally when you use bank feed from here, it's the same thing. When you use the banking in here, I don't have any connection on this one, but it's like writing a check. If you wrote a check, it's a check, or if it's like a debit card, then you'll be debit card banking transactions. Okay, so now I'm going to run a report. Okay, so you just want to see how much money you paid to that vendor, right? Specific vendor. Okay, in order to do that, you can go to the vendor center too and select this. All right, so if in here, but this is not really a report. If you just try to print the report, it'll use something like this. It's all mixed up. So now you just want to run a report, uh, and so in order to do that, the report you want to run uh, is the transaction. Just have to type transaction from this is left navigation bar reports and go to reports right here. See if it transactions list by vendor. So this should give you all the payments you made to that vendor. It's right here. All the negative ones, payments, and the positive one, in this case, it's uh, entering the bill and went through accounts payable. So, if you go to vendor register, you won't see it. The reason being, only transactions that affect accounts payable appear in the vendor register. So if you go in here, you won't see it. because this is all has to be accounts payable. Okay, so if you want to run report what's paid to that vendor, as I said, you have to run this transaction lead by vendor. All right, in this case, just one. And if you just want to run, one vendor, let's say I'm going to run this month, then you will see more in here. Let's say this year. So this report could be the whole bunch of vendors, right? And let's say you just want to see it for this vendor, A2 vendor for this month or this year even. So you just select, customize, and then select your vendor. So now it will give you all the payments made to that vendor. But the report is not that great. It won't give you the total anything. You may have to, and also you have negative in here. So negative is the payment, positive is interbill. So you may have to download to Excel and get the total in here, right? Okay. So that's how you have to do it. You need to run transaction list by vendor or supplier. Well, thank you for watching, and visit our website newqbo.com. Newqbo.com. Thank you again.